Hello everyone. Till our last video we spoke about measurement, and there we discussed that we need two things while doing a measurement, and those are unit and numerical value. We also discussed what a unit is, where we said that it can be any arbitrarily selected quantity which is well defined. Now today let us talk about the characteristics or the properties of a proper unit. Can every unit be called a proper unit or no? We will see in today's video. Now, as far as proper unit goes, number one, it should be internationally acceptable. So while we can use things which are available everywhere to define a unit, we cannot use something which is very specific to a particular region. For example, a kind of rock which is only available in that continent. We cannot use it to be a unit. But we can use all other things which are internationally available. People have seen them and they know about them. Number two, it should be well defined and it should have a definite magnitude. Say for example, if we are talking about a pinch of salt, then different people will say different magnitude, different quantity when they'll take a pinch of salt. So it doesn't have a definite magnitude. But suppose we are talking about time and we say that okay, let us say when sun reaches just on top of a given longitude, then or a given latitude, then we will call it a time span of 24 hours. Then in that case, it has a definite magnitude because sun has just passed over here, earth rotates, comes back to the same position, sun passes on top of the same longitude again, and it becomes a duration of 24 hours. So it has a definite magnitude as well as it is well defined. It is not like something is changing at every other instance. Now third, the quantities change on multiple parameters, but as far as unit is concerned, it should not change. It should remain invariable. Now what do I mean by quantity change? For example, the boiling point of water is say 100 degrees Celsius, and suppose the heat required is X in normal environment. But then when you will go on top of mountain, then it will need more heat, more amount of heat to boil the same amount of water. Why? We'll discuss later in our course. But as far as the unit goes, it should remain invariable, which means there should not be any effect of time. It should not corrode, it should not rust. There should not be any change due to temperature or pressure or place change, etc. So a unit should remain invariable, it should not change. Now the next one about the proper unit, in case we damage one of our scale, then that scale to measure the given unit or the definition of unit should be that simple that it can be easily reproduced. The measurement of the scales can be easily designed. Now, no one would like to use a unit which is not very easily or readily available to them. So a unit should be readily available also, and it should have an appropriate size for the given measurement. So something like light year will probably be a good unit as far as astronomical physics is concerned, but it will not be a very good unit as far as the length of the road or length of the table is concerned. So these are the characteristics of a proper unit. Not to worry much. This is not something which we should keep with us for a longer time, but as far as board is concerned, we should know them. Now comes the next discussion as to how to write a unit in proper manner. See, units are mostly either based on the name of the scientist or the general ones. But before we will discuss about those two, let us discuss two general methods. First, units are always singular. They are never written in plural. So for example, I have 10 gram of something and not 10 grams of same thing. While this is grammatically correct, in terms of unit it becomes incorrect. So whether it be 1 gram or 10 gram or 100 gram, it remains gram, it does not become grams. So units are non-plural or singular in nature. Number two, we often come across units which have multiple quantities in denominator. Something like this. There is something called a specific heat capacity, which we study in class 10. And unit is calorie per gram per degree C. Now observe, I have written per 2 times. Let us write in symbolic form. So it will become calorie per gram per degree C. This is incorrect. Irrespective of the quantities in denominator or irrespective of the use of term per, we always use only a single solidus. So the right method should be calorie per gram per degree Celsius, or to avoid confusion, let us write a horizontal bar rather than a slant bar. Now let us talk about the use of capitals and small letters while writing a unit. See, I have already told you that units are defined in two ways. They can be the name of scientist or regular ones. Also, at times we write unit in full and at times we use only symbols. Now, when we are writing regular units, whether you are writing them in full or you are presenting them with the help of symbols, it is always written using small letters only. So, if you are writing in full, it becomes meter. If you are using symbol, it becomes small m. Meter with a small m. If you are writing in full, it becomes kilogram. If you are writing small, it remains kg. Again, small. Everything is in small letters. While we are writing the name of scientist, when we write these in full, the name starts with small letters. So say you wish to write 4 Newton, then n of this Newton will be a small letter. Or if you wish to write 10 joule, J will remain small. But when you are writing symbol for name of scientist, it becomes a capital letter. So this becomes 4n, 10J. Follow? So these are the methods of writing a unit. You should use only one solidus irrespective of the number of units. In denominator, you must use all the units in singular form, and regular units are always written by using small letters irrespective of them being written in full or in small. But the name of the scientist when written in full are or use say the small letter, while they are written with the help of symbol, they use capital letters. That is all for the day. Tomorrow or in next video, we will discuss about the system of different units. Thank you.